All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin. All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. We're here for another live stream, just like every other day. We bring the content heavy, 2 per day, 1 live stream, 1 video at the end of the day, wrapping up all the news. Good to see each and every one of you guys today. It's an interesting topic. There's a very, very interesting little tweet, an article that's been dropped by The Athletic in a bit of a video format as well. So I'm not really sure whether this is available in YouTube from The Athletic as well, could potentially be. But I've not really read the entire thing, but it does shed a lot of truth about the Mykhailo Mudryk deal to Chelsea Football Club. What has happened? Why Arsenal didn't get it over the over the mark? And why Chelsea were successful in getting this particular player. So we're going to look through that, and most importantly, we're going to listen to what the CEO, Shakhtar CEO Sergei Palkin, was saying, because for me it was quite interesting, the stuff that he was saying. It made me think, if this guy's a CEO of a football club, and if he's thinking in that manner, I think we need to probably take him somewhat seriously. Good to see so many of you guys are live already. Smash the like button as soon as you come through. We're going to look at that clip very, very soon. Chelsea boy, good to see you. Big up Miz, big up to you as well. Seth, good to see you. Smash the likes now. Come on. Ryan, good to see you. Salam, brother. Walaikum assalam to you. Pradeep, good to see you. Miz back in similar settings. Yes, I'm back home. Had a very, very good getaway for about 3 nights. Which was fantastic, needed that refreshment. And the good thing was that Chelsea won as well, which made it even that much sweeter. Balak CFC, good to see you, my man. Arsenal close to winning the Premier League and will be in Champions League, unlike us next season. So I'm not sure how we have more realistic chances of meeting the achievement-related bonuses. Something dodgy happened, in my opinion. I don't know. Look, I don't know the exact ins and outs of the bonuses that Arsenal were offering, but yeah, you're right. I mean, some of the bonuses that we have, I don't know, maybe Sergei Palkin thinks that Chelsea potentially has the capabilities of winning the league in the next year or next couple of years. And this is exactly what we're going to talk about. Does it seem dodgy? Does it not? Obviously, we know some portion of the money that's part of this particular transfer is going to the Ukrainian war. So previously Chelsea had a Russian owner, and now obviously the Americans have come in. America's got close ties with Ukraine, trying to help them out in this war. I mean, does that have something to do with it? I don't know whether there's some politics involved. At the end of the day, there's some Arsenal, a lot of massive part of Arsenal football club's fan base is asking what's going on in this deal. Is there some politics involved? And then obviously some Chelsea fans rebutting that notion by saying, how can be politics involved? Because at the end of the day, you can't force a player to say yes. No one's got a gun on Mudryk's head to say, come on, say yes, make it happen to Chelsea Football Club. At the end of the day, they have every right to make a decision on their future. And we'll talk about all of this because, potentially, look, we know that there have been some naughty stuff that's happened in football in general. You don't have to go too far. You look at what's going on in Italy. You look at what's going on in many different parts of the world. So these sort of things, it is interesting to talk about. Whether they're true or not, this is what we're going to get to at the bottom of it in this discussion with you guys as well. See what you guys have to say as well. Balak CFC, he may be onto something. How are you feeling today, Miss? Doing all right. Alhamdulillah, doing all right. Hope you guys are doing good as well. Todd Bowley is CIA confirmed funding the war. You just never know, man. You never know. Valan, good to see you, my man. Mudryk already has a target on his back. If he doesn't perform, our own fan base will be at him for not signing Leao and Enzo. Do you know what, Valan? The other thing people are saying is, since signing, why hasn't Mudryk made any post in his personal accounts, whether it's Instagram, whether it's Twitter? Why hasn't he done something? And this whole heap of conspiracy theories that's going around, and many are saying The guy literally came into Stamford Bridge with the Ukrainian flag, and was being paraded around. So look, we'll talk about all of this. We'll talk nearly 200 live within the first 5 minutes. First of all, smash the like. Let's get those likes up to 100 immediately. I think it'll be easy to get to 100 straight away. And if you're here for the first time, subscribe. Thank you to each and every one of you guys for 19,000 subscribers. We're only about 900 away for 20,000 now. So let's pump through to 20,000. If you enjoy this content, if you enjoy the channel, enjoy the discussion, enjoy everything about this channel, please smash the like button. And let's get it to the top echelons in Chelsea football community. Shubra is saying we gave the money to Shakhtar, and then it's their thing. What they will do with that money is not on us. Absolutely right. At the end of the day, I think Arsenal apparently had the same had the same amount offered, more or less. This is what they're saying. We'll come to that for sure. Sai Krishna has just shared something which was 36 minutes ago by Rob RJP Journalism, which we'll talk about 100%. Okay, without further ado, let's check this out. All right, let's bring this up. I think the first point of conversation starts from this particular matter, and then obviously we'll look into all the bits and pieces from there on in. Okay, so first of all, the Athletic Football exclusive Shakhtar CEO Sergei Palkin on why Mykhailo Mudryk joined Chelsea over Arsenal. This is quite like deep. I mean, an exclusive with the CEO of Shakhtar. This is massive. I met Arsenal more times than Chelsea. Arsenal contacted Mudryk before us. Fee CFC offered was the same as AFC, so the fee we offered was the same as Arsenal. Schedule of payments and bonuses were better. This is from Adam Crafton. Let's have a look what this is all about.
My understanding is that the final offers from the two clubs, Arsenal and Chelsea, the total figure of 100 million euros was basically the same, but the difference is the speed of payment. Is that correct?
Offer was the same. Not approximately the same. It was the same figure, fixed part, variable part, both bonuses, it was the same. But if you look inside of fixed part and bonuses, it was completely different.
In what way?
Different time of payment, different kind of bonuses, because yes, we can talk about bonus, but this bonus should be somehow achievable, realistic, let's say, Therefore, in this case, Chelsea was much more serious, and concrete and fair, and in some points. Therefore, and when we meet Chelsea, we stay all together, like for you to understand, 9 or 10 hours.
Wow.
And yes, and they invited player, they explain us the whole project, and we realize that really, yes, if you will look now, yes, Chelsea has some kind of problems, and it's normal because they have, let's say, transition period from one owner to another owner, and understandable they would like to change a lot, and it's understandable their results, sport results now. But when they try to explain you the whole story, when you look, for example, for next 2, 3, 5 years, you realize that they have very serious project, and I believe they will build, let's say, one of the best club in the world, because I'm telling you, they're very, very serious in relation to all directions, sport size, commercial size, stadium size, and everything. And for us, they're very, very ambitious. They looked very, very ambitious.
Okay, quite a lot of very, very detailed information there, and many things to actually ponder about and discuss about. First up, let's try and break this down, right? First up, Chelsea and Arsenal apparently offered the same amount of money, more or less. Fixed, variable, all of that. It's all more or less the same. Apparently, it's the bonuses. Now, CFC Balak just said, what type of bonuses could it really have been? I mean, at the end of the day, it looks like Arsenal's probably going to be achieving their targets more or less than us. I'm thinking our bonuses, from what I saw, was in regards to winning the Premier League, winning XYZ. I don't know whether the Champions League was in that as well. But knowing that the contract is for 7.5 years, plus 1 year extension, I guess anytime if this happens, winning the Premier League within his contracted period, then he gets the bonus. Well, Shakhtar gets the bonuses. So from that perspective, looking at, I don't know the full details of the Chelsea bonuses, because obviously no one really actually provides the entire contract that's been presented. But more or less what's been sort of presented from an initial standpoint, it's about, winning the Premier League or winning the Champions League, this, that, the other. So over the next 7.5 years, 8.5 years, whatever the case is, it kind of makes sense if Chelsea owners continue in this manner and keep showing this ambition, which we'll also touch on, because Sergei Palkin talks about this. This is the project that he, has been saying in this particular video, which is very, very interesting, that a different CEO from another club is so, having so much trust on this project. So we'll touch on that. But from that perspective, it's kind of realistic that maybe Chelsea should win a Premier League within the span of Mudryk's contract. Now, I'm thinking, what type of bonuses would have Arsenal had that was so unrealistic for Shakhtar's CEO? Was it the number of goals, that they were saying? Maybe, I don't know, performance related in terms of that? Is it, I don't know, number of appearances that needs to happen for those bonuses to trigger? I don't know. But yeah, I guess as Balak CFC said, what type of bonuses would have been that much different for us to have this go our way, which is strange. So obviously that's first thing. Arsenal probably had 20 goals in this. This is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Arsenal probably had some unrealistic measures. Well, not unrealistic, but more in the sense that it's too heavy to start off with for a new player to come in. I'm thinking it's goals related. 20 goals in a season, a Ballon d'Or, and probably had winning the Premier League. Our bonuses were a lot more likely. Maybe that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking as well. Now it's Brighton, Leeds, and Shakhtar, whose officials have nice things to say for our directors. It's a good sign. And this is what we will touch on down the track 100%. So first of all, as I said, bonuses. Maybe it's believable. Maybe it's believable the sense that Arsenal probably had unrealistic bonuses. Now, in regards to the next part, where the owners said literally it was done in like a 9-hour meeting. They came in, they had the things done, and he was very impressed. He was very impressed by our project. He keeps talking about how our CEOs have talked about the stadium redevelopment, have talked about the different. And you know what? Mudryk isn't the first one to really appreciate our project. I mean, what about João Felix? João Felix seems to have really appreciated our project. I mean, the fact that our club is not doing well doesn't seem to deter away some of these players. Look at Christopher Nkunku. Christopher Nkunku, by the time he signed and it was all done and dusted, I think it was post World Cup. At that time, our form was poor. Do you know what I mean? Like, players like Nkunku, players like João Felix. Now we even going to start. Well, Enzo Fernandez as well. Enzo Fernandez had his head absolutely lost. He wanted to join Chelsea Football Club. Do you know what I mean? Like, I guess some of these players, they're getting to see the true notion of this project. Like some of our fans, and even myself at times, maybe we don't know exactly what the entire project is about, but whatever our owners have documented and have planned out is really selling. It's really selling. It's getting the players like João Felix. It's getting the players like Mudryk. It's getting the players like Nkunku and whoever else we're going to get down the track. It seems like it's doing the trick. And now even Shakhtar's CEO, Sergei Palkin, talks about all of this. And he clearly states, right now, it doesn't look that great. Obviously, the results are not going Chelsea's way. But even he's not even a Chelsea fan. Even he's convinced that Chelsea is going to turn this around. The owners seem too ambitious, too ambitious, it will have to turn around. There is no two ways about it. He talks about the stadium redevelopment. He talks about the commercial side of things. He talks about the level of players that we're bringing in. And he seems like in very, very high praise about the owners. So it makes me think, ladies and gentlemen, that maybe we just need to stay patient. I know it's been mad. I know we've talked about all of the madness that the new owners have done as soon as they've come through, got rid of everyone, the medical staff, everything stripped apart. But maybe, just maybe, it's slowly starting to come together. Obviously, we're not going to see the fruits of it this season, but potentially next season, the season after, once things have sort of settled down, maybe we will. Now, I guess the question is, Mudryk, we know wanted to join Arsenal Football Club, but we also know he wasn't getting the personal terms when that fantastic. The personal terms with us, approximately about £120,000 per week. I think Arsenal were offering somewhere about £37,000 per week. Obviously, money matters. Money, of course, matters. Mudryk could twerk all day long for Arsenal Football Club, but at the end of the day, everyone needs money. Everyone needs money. So that definitely has a factor to play. And potentially, Mudryk probably saw that, Chelsea apparently went out there and said, you're going to start for us immediately. And who knows? Who knows if Mudryk would have started for Arsenal Football Club, knowing that they've got Saka, they've got Martinelli, Jesus will come back very soon. So maybe he doesn't start over there straight away. And the fact that he's been promised that he'll start for us immediately, that probably plays a factor as well. So there's many different things that played in this, because there's no way Mudryk, who's been twerking for Arsenal Football Club, literally changes his mind in like matter of few hours in meetings. Obviously, the conversations were going ahead before that. But yeah, you let me know, ladies and gentlemen. I'm because it's not just Mudryk, it's João Felix as well. Like João Felix is coming here too, and Nkunku is coming here too, and it makes you think, well, our season's not looking great. Like you'd think they'd choose Arsenal Football Club, knowing Arsenal's potentially going to win the league. So it makes you think, what's going on? Valan, thank you so much for the super chat. Brighton, Shakhtar, Leeds said good things about our owners and directors, but Benfica said something negative. Something doesn't add up. I mean, this is also true. The way I see the Enzo Fernandez situation is, I personally think we tried to do the dirty on Benfica. But then again, was it us trying to be businessmen? I suppose at the end of the day, trying to see if we can somehow find something less than the release clause. I don't know. Some could say that was a smart thing to do from Chelsea Football Club, and some could say maybe not. Maybe it was trying to lowball Benfica. The way I see it, Chelsea Football Club reached out to Enzo Fernandez and really got into his head and really got him excited that joined Chelsea Football. Basically sold the project, right? I'm pretty sure they would have had really good personal terms agreed. And I'm pretty sure they would have said to Enzo Fernandez, you're going to be the starter. You're going to be the pin-up boy for Chelsea Football Club. You're going to be the face of Chelsea Football Club. I'm pretty sure they sold the whole world to Enzo Fernandez, and Enzo Fernandez obviously lost his mind. But Benfica probably thought, well, wait a minute. There's a release clause, and you need to be talking to us first, not Enzo. I think what Chelsea were trying to do is get Enzo's buy-in first, and then get Enzo to force Benfica to sell. So, yeah, I know it's dirty tricks, but maybe in business sometimes you need to do some dirty tricks, or else how do you be successful? No one ever became. Let me tell you something. No one ever became successful in anything by just simply doing the honest way. No big businessmen out there. I'm talking about big businessmen, like you and me, like the normal sort of middle class. Like let's just say, yeah, we'll go by with honesty and whatnot. But no businessmen, no one out there. When you're talking about billions, they're not honest. I'm telling you right now, they will have every dirty trick in their backside to get an advantage. So that's just that way life works. That's the thing, is I've never got Arsenal's approach towards Mudryk, why they wanted to spend 80 to 90 million for a player who might be on the bench. And that's the other thing. Now they've shifted their focus towards other players, Rafinha, Moussa Diaby, this, that, the other, and yeah, and it looks like they're going to probably play overs over there. You're right. Like, why are they looking to pay that level of money when they're going to have this particular player as a bench? But then again, they were looking for backups, I suppose. Diallo, thank you so much for the super chat. Love your channel, bro, but you keep flip-flopping. Thank you so much. These owners are all over the place. There is no plan in what we are doing. Keep jumping from one to the other. I'm not even going to lie, Diallo. Yes, I have been flip-flopping on the owners because for me, look, I'm no saint, man. Like I'm no, I'm not gonna come here and claim to be some sort of a supremely intelligent human being. I'm emotional. I can only judge by what I see. Few days ago, it looked grim. It really did look grim. I was thinking, what are these owners doing? If you don't change your opinion based on circumstances changing, then you're stubborn, Diallo. Then you're stubborn. It's not about flip-flopping. It's about understanding the circumstances and then making a decision based on that. A few days ago, before the Mudryk situation, I'll set the scenario for you. We were losing. We lost the Enzo Fernandez deal, and things were looking like it was looking very, very bad. All these injuries. There was question marks about there was question marks about the medical department, this, that, the other. It was toxic. And then they get the Mudryk signing done in such a rapid fashion. And then there's talks about how there's going to be more transfers coming in. And you can see the level of their ambition. They will do anything possible to bring Chelsea Football Club to the top. It's clear now. So, and the way people are talking about our owners, all these different CEOs, what do you want me to do? Just sit here and just disregard all of this stuff and just stay stubborn? I'm not a stubborn person, man. I'm not a stubborn person. You have to understand circumstances, and you have to basically report off the back of that. How can I still stay here and actually say, I don't care, you brought in Mudryk, I still think you got no idea what you're doing? Mudryk is a damn good player, man. Like, in my opinion, from the clips that I've seen, Mudryk is a damn good player. Like, João Felix is a damn good player. Enzo Fernandez is a damn good player. Caicedo, that we're linked with, is a damn good player. I'm not going to sit here and completely say that, the owners are not in fault. Obviously, the owners are in fault in few things. There's no doubt about that. Obviously, the owners are they've made mistakes. There's no doubt about that. Last summer, they've made mistakes. I still think, with the Thomas Tuchel situation, maybe they should have pulled the plug a lot earlier. I still think they shouldn't have stripped everyone off the club. There are things you can still disagree, but there are things that you can still appreciate as well. That's what I'm trying to say. If you think that's flip-flopping, so be it. So be it. T1, a few days ago, Miz was done with us. Yeah, man, it was just, this is the thing. This is football, man. You get emotional. You do get emotional. And, this is why I said a win was so important. A win was so important against Fulham. Had we just, I said, the club, everyone can be upset about many things. Do you remember when João Felix was signed? When João Felix was signed, not a single person were like that excited. Any other day, a player of João Felix's caliber coming into Chelsea Football Club, everyone is excited. But because of the circumstance where we were and the amount of losses we were copping left, right, and center, injuries, and the stuff that Graham Potter was saying post-match, it was just irking people off to the point where they could not appreciate João Felix. So this is what I mean. Like, football is an emotional thing. And I said at that time, the only thing that will change this negative sort of point of view is wins. That's why I was begging Chelsea Football Club to win against Fulham. And good thing we won against Palace. With a win, the wins will change our mentality. The wins will sort of cleanse the fan base. It's very important. But one, Affiliate means they've been talking good about the owners though, so we should stay confident. They had also brought in Buddy Shield and the young Brazilian. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Tim B, thank you so much for the super chat, my man. Appreciate it. As always, owners have clear vision. They are ambitious and deliberate in everything they do. They won't get everything right. They had to rip off the Band-Aid. Exactly. Look, I'm pretty certain down the track we're going to be upset about things that, some of the things that the owners are doing as well. Like, it's not going to be, everything is a tick mark. There's going to be things you're going to agree. There are going to be things that you're not going to agree. For the time being, the acquisition of Mudryk on top of João Felix, fantastic. There's talks about Marcus Thuram. There's talks about Caicedo. I think this owner is doing everything possible. He's literally putting his life on the line for Graham Potter and Chelsea Football Club. I have to appreciate that. I really do. Now, really, all the focus is on Graham Potter. He needs to start bringing some wins. And that's what is really going to start convincing us completely, because I think the owners are doing everything level best. Fallon, thank you so much for the super chat. During the Palace game, I could actually see what Potter was trying to do. As much as it pains me, he will deliver. Give him time and his players. Let's stay patient. This is why I needed that victory, or else I was gonna be in the gutters. Honestly, I was gonna be in the gutters. Had we lost against Palace, I think I would have been forced to say Graham Potter out, because I can't take any more losses. So it's good to see the fact that we beat Palace, and now hopefully, as I said yesterday in the live stream, build the momentum. I'm starting to feel, hopefully there's a good vibe, a good feeling around the club again. And we go on to Liverpool, who are definitely in the mud. And let's get that victory against Liverpool. At worst, a draw. And I think after that, it's international break. If we can get a victory against Liverpool, you don't understand what that's going to do for us, man. It's going to be so morale boosting. The sad part is, I think there's an international break after that. And generally, when we come back from the international break, it's not good. Milo, thank you for this comment. People tend to forget the owners are in charge of Clearlake Capital, an asset firm. They are very smart people. I think they are very methodical in transfers, fixing each positions one at a time. Absolutely correct. Miz, are you not happy with Mudryk? No, I'm very happy with Mudryk. Very happy with Mudryk. I'm just thinking, what people are saying on social media. Like, obviously, Arsenal fan base are not happy. They're saying that there's some sort of dodginess going on in this particular transfer, something to do with politics as well. The fact that, Shakhtar Donetsk are putting aside some money for the Ukrainian war. Previously, as you remember, we had Russian owners. Obviously, none of this would have happened. Now we've got American owners. America's very close to Ukraine, this, that, the other. People are saying, why did Mudryk, after all that twerking for Arsenal Football Club, how quickly did he change his mind for Chelsea Football Club? Some people are saying, Mudryk is still not tweeting anything about Chelsea. He's not, put any posts on Instagram about Chelsea. And obviously now today we've got that bit of article from The Athletic in regards to what the CEO of Shakhtar had to say. So me personally, I never thought so deep. I'm a very humble human being. I don't try and think so deep about politics, this, that. Is there politics in football? I'm sure there is. I'm 100% sure there is. 100%, know that there's corruption and whatnot. But for me, all I know is this player has signed for Chelsea Football Club now, and I hope he can be professional as much as he can and really bang for Chelsea Football Club. Really bang for Chelsea Football Club. He's got a large, long-term contract, decent wages, and he's potentially going to be a starter. I mean, this is apparently stipulated that he will be a starter. So let's do it. And apparently Graham Potter spoke to this particular player. He has spoken to him. So, no one at the end of the day put a gun on this guy's head. Mudryk said, I'm happy. I'm absolutely happy with this particular player. I think there's immense quality, and I think this is the level of player that we need. The price probably hefty, but look, maybe we're paying for the potential. Because this guy, when it comes to 1v1, when it comes to attacking the opponent head on, taking them on, the pace that he has, his finishing is not that bad. This guy's good. This guy's good. Let's have a look at what else you guys are saying. Russian owners removed due to war involvement, replaced by US owners who support Ukraine, which suits be the UK. Then their marquee signing is the Ukrainian with pounds going to the wall. Hey, Balak CFC, you could be onto something. You could be onto something. Balan, relax, man. How much money you give? Point 44. Look, man. Honestly, Valan, thank you so much for all the super chats. But no one's ever obliged to give any super chats to this channel. If you feel that you want to appreciate the channel by doing that, thank you so much. Thank you so much. But like always, man, every single one of you guys that provide super chats, I really, really appreciate your support all the time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I cannot express my feelings for you. Enough, I suppose. Oba one, yeah, Miz. I think just next game going at them and saying they don't know what they are doing isn't a good reaction. 100%. Let's see what else you guys are saying. T1, thank you so much for the super chat. If we beat Liverpool, we make top 4. Do you know what? I was just looking at the table. We're seriously not that far away. I mean, it's just a matter of momentum. Couple of wins on the bounce. If we get the victory against Liverpool after the international break, we come back, and if we can get it on a bit of a run, I think things can happen. It's just about momentum. Everything is about momentum, man. Everything. Look at Man United. They got on a bit of a run. Now they've got good momentum. Now they've got belief, and now they're really, really honing in. Same thing with Newcastle. It's about momentum, getting into that feel-good factor. When you're surrounded by happiness, it just brushes off, man. You're happy. When you're in a toxic environment, it's so difficult to come out of it. That's why you need to turn wins. Wins turns toxicity into happiness. And the more wins we put in our belt, the better it is, man. The better it is. The better the football club's going to look, the better our football's, the style is going to look. Everything is going to start looking better. Players are going to look better. There won't be any controversial, articles that's going to be flying left, right, and center. Now you'll hear every bit of controversy coming out from Chelsea because, the losses that we've incurred. But as soon as you start winning, watch everything all the tune change. Miz, do you think Mudryk will play against Liverpool? I'm hoping he does. I hope he starts. I really hope he starts. Andrew, thank you so much for the super chat. You're a true fan and supporter, Miz. Be proud. Thank you so much, my man. Appreciate that. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Not necessarily Miz Abramovich was half Russian, half Ukrainian. True, very true. His mother, I believe, was Ukrainian, right? He was just punished for his former relationship with Putin. Yeah, exactly right. Mudryk is not enough. He also needs one striker and one right back and 2 midfielders. Roy, it's never enough. Of course, it's never enough. We do need midfielders. We do need right backs. So stay patient. I think Caicedo, there's something going on. I won't be surprised if we've got a good relationship with Brighton and we somehow manage to get Caicedo. I mean, it will be detrimental for Brighton if we leave it for too late because Brighton look like they're vying for the top 6 position. And they're playing some fantastic football. Caicedo is a big player for them. I don't think Brighton want to be just pushovers like that. They want to be given some time to find a replacement. But then again, Brighton, they move so smoothly, man. I'm pretty sure they have someone lined up. I'm very, very certain they would have envisioned this day where Caicedo moves on. And I'm pretty certain they have someone already lined up. And I'm also certain that player is going to be another 70 to 80 million pound player down the track. So I won't be surprised if Caicedo becomes a Chelsea player by the end of this transfer window. I think it'll be perfect. By the time the international break is over, if Caicedo can be a Chelsea player, wow. I think it really changes the spectrum. If Caicedo is part of our midfield, it changes the spectrum, man. Big time. And then if you add another right back, I think this remaining part of the league, I'm hoping Graham Potter can go on a bit of a run, and who knows? Maybe we still can get that top 4 position. I don't know. Miz, we won a game, so you got to sing for both Mudryk and Felix. We need a song. No songs for the moment, but if there's more, signings coming up, I shall sing again. Of course, if we keep winning, I will definitely sing again. Miz, if we get a win against Liverpool, we have a couple of easy games, and with Bruno injury for Newcastle, we could make a late push for top four. Still not likely. Let's see, man. Let's see. I think it's all a matter of, as I said, build momentum. Build one game at a time. Let's get the victory against Liverpool. A couple of weeks off, I think. And then we'll see what transfer business happens, because it'll be very, very heavy. We need a right back. We need a midfielder. We get ourselves a midfielder and a right back. All my days. All my days. Players like Mudryk and João Felix as well. Woo. We are going to be set. We are going to be set. Then it's really up to Graham Potter to hone in on this team and really give us some victories. Balak CFC, thank you again for the comment. Is off topic, but what do you think Arteta's plan is with Rice, since they have Partey? That's some crazy depth right there. I don't know, man. I don't know. Honestly speaking, I don't even know if look at the way Arsenal moves the ball. So quick, so fast, one touch play. I don't know if no disrespect to Rice, I'm not sure if he's capable of that level of football. It's probably going to take a bit of time to adapt. It's good depth, there's no doubt about that. Look at the way Arsenal moves the ball from defense to midfield to offense. It's quick. The movement, everything. It's not just the passing, it's the movement. Zinchenko comes into midfield. Xhaka sometimes pushes forward. Do you know what I mean? Then Ben White sometimes overlaps. Then someone else tucks in. Like it's always things happening. Odegaard will go into pockets. Saka will come into midfield. Someone else will push out. Like it's mad. The movement of Arsenal Football Club is actually mad. Honestly, take your time at times to pause and just repeat their movement. You'll see what they're doing. I don't know if Rice just comes in and just does that. I'm not sure. But maybe, yeah, as you said, like maybe depth, 100 million. I don't know. West Ham apparently wants 100 million, even if it's 80 million. And the way Arsenal Football Club, they've been moving, they've not been going for players like Rice, like, the names. They've been going for like Lokonga and all those type of players. Zinchenko, like they're looking for like nice purchases. They're not going for your 80. They've not even bothered to compete against us at the end for Mudryk. So I don't know why they would splash that money for Declan Rice. I'm not sure whether that's true, to be honest. I think I can picture Man United splashing that money for Declan Rice. I can definitely picture Man United splashing that money. But I don't know. Maybe Arsenal will as well. So I thank you so much for the super chat. Please, I couldn't care less about politics, but I insist on a Miz song for both Felix and Mudryk since we have won. I'll see what I can do about the song, man. I'll definitely see what I can do about the song. All right, we're going to slowly wrap things up. Over 500 people live, only 148 likes. Please smash the like. Easily, we can get up to 200 likes straight away. So let's do that. Let's take a couple of more comments before we wrap things up. We've got. Actually, let's check out some of these tweets. Actually, the media and Arsenal fans can all breathe easy now that Mykhailo Mudryk has posted a thank you message to Shakhtar Donetsk. There you go. Thank you. I wanted to showcase this. Check this out, ladies and gentlemen. This is from Rob. Sai Krishna shared this. On a more serious note, that is two sides notoriously hard to negotiate with, Leeds and Shakhtar, that have both praised the ownership in how they handled making deals. As we've already said in this particular stream, just be patient and good things will come. Exactly. And this is a message for me as well. People are obviously going to point to Benfica like you guys have. It is clear that for that deal, both sides changed goalposts. CFC were never likely to pay the clause upfront due to FFP issues. Please understand this. This actually took me a little bit of time to understand. Every deal that we've been making so far is heavily reliant on payment schedule. Like we've got different payment structures. We're not paying the entire money up front. We were looking for like installments, right? So that we don't get in trouble with FFP. Whereas I think Benfica wanted the bulk of the release clause up front. They wanted something like 85 million up front, and the remainder you can give later on. I don't know. Or maybe they wanted the release clause completely up front. So that does play a big part, which is quite interesting. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, wanted to share that. Let's see what else you guys are saying now. Only another 29 more likes remaining to get to 200. Let's do that. Ben Stokes. One thing I realized about Potter is he isn't berate the players if they make a mistake. He always encourages them. Yeah, let's see how long the patience lasts. But I like that attitude. I do. Not throwing the players under the bus obviously will go a long way. But let's see. This early days. Dennington, Arsenal have already had us take 2 players they were looking at. Rice smells like a fake rumor to get us to spend so they can get Vlahovic. And you know what? It's coming from Nizar. It's that rumor, Rice to Arsenal, is coming from Nizar Kinsella. I don't know how much I can trust Nizar lately, man. I don't think he knows what's going on. Some of the stuff lately from Nizar Kinsella has not worked out one bit. It's all a little bit fabricated. Harshal, thoughts on Newcastle interest on Chelsea trio, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Gallagher, and Ziyech? Look, let's do it. I don't think Ruben Loftus-Cheek has a future with Chelsea Football Club. If Newcastle want him, let's get rid of him. Gallagher, I already said in the last few days, I appreciate his work ethic. I appreciate his attitude. I appreciate what he did against Crystal Palace a couple of days ago. I still don't think he's Chelsea quality. So if we can cash in on these players, apparently Gallagher's asking price is about 40 million. Let's do it. Ziyech, I personally said, I know some of you guys are going to say, oh, Mrs. Bias. I think there's value in Ziyech to keep him. I would honestly keep him because this guy has that X factor. My only concern with Ziyech is he probably wouldn't stay if he's being used irregularly. Do you know what I mean? We would have to give him regular minutes. And I think at the moment, it'll be very difficult to give Ziyech regular minutes. Once João Felix comes into the frame, you got Mudryk. Once Sterling is fit, once everyone is up and running, it's going to be very difficult to promise Ziyech that you will 100% get the minutes that you desire. Ms., please see this. Mudryk twerking for Arsenal is not fully true. It's the Athletic article. Shakhtar CEO confirmed that. Exactly. I need to read that article, man. I need to read that. Maybe that narrative of him twerking for Arsenal. I don't know. But there's been some screenshots of him, his Instagram stories consistently showing how he watches Arsenal Football Club. So, Ryan, the owners seem to show some interest in particular player and boom, deal agreed. Incredibly efficient and open-minded. They know how the business mind works and they hack it immaculately. Yeah, absolutely right. Balak CFC, The Times and Jacob Steinberg of The Guardian said Arsenal want Rice too. Also, Matt Law saying we aren't favourites for him. Oh, there you go. Well, I guess it's not Nizar then. Look, it is what it is. I'm not too perturbed about it, if I'm being absolutely honest. I never actually wanted Rice at Chelsea Football Club. I was always focused on Enzo. I was always focused on McAllister. I was always focused on Caicedo. So for me, things are going the way I probably wanted. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap things up. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Smash the like button. If you have only 13 more likes to get before 200. And Fab tweet. Okay, last but not least, everyone has been saying Fab tweet. All right, let's see what this Fab tweet is about. People are saying Fab tweet. Let's have a look. 2 minutes ago. Shakhtar, yeah, my man, we've gone through this earlier on. Chelsea's offer for Mudryk has no... Okay, some extra bit of... I guess these were part of the article. Chelsea's offer for Mudryk has no Ballon d'Or clause. There you go. This is one of the biggest reasons, I suppose. It's achievable bonuses that we feel can be reached. Ballon d'Or clause. Who puts a Ballon d'Or clause, man? Bonuses are 30 million and all related to Champions League and Premier League wins during the next years. There you go. Chelsea is very realistic. All related to Champions League and Premier League wins during next years. 30 million. It is realistic. The way our owners are moving is they're trying to set us up for a Premier League, title in the not so distant future. But Arsenal Football Club putting a Ballon d'Or clause in their bonuses. Come on, man. Ballon d'Or is not something that's easy to win. That's mad. That's actually mad. No wonder Shakhtar probably saw that. Who puts a Ballon d'Or clause, man? That's mad. Check Harsh, however you pronounce that. Okay, let's check that out. I think Sai must have just shared that. Okay. Let's bring this out. Let's quickly check this and we'll wrap things up. Chelsea have had positive contacts with PSV over the possible move for Noni Madueke. The Dutch side are ready to accept 40 to 45 million. Personal terms are not a problem. Fantastic. Let's do it. More players, more attacking players. Why not? We have to get rid of players, though. We must get rid of some of our players. And this is why I think players like Ziyech are probably going to have to move on. I'm happy for Potter to get his imprint on this team. Get your own players. Get players that you feel that can listen to you, can follow your instructions, and you can put an imprint on the team as opposed to players from previous regimes. I've got no issues with it. I've absolutely got no issues with it. Ballon d'Or clauses are a joke. Clubs put them in to avoid paying, in my opinion. Arsenal is a stingy club and they put in impossible clauses. And that really is an impossible clause. Imagine Edu telling Arteta the deal fell through because of Ballon d'Or clause. It's mad. It's actually mad. It's actually mad. It's actually mad. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll wrap things up. Last one. Miz, this guy is for Belgian news, not Dutch. Don't think we can trust him. Fair enough. Look, for me, it's Matt Law, David Ornstein, Fabrizio Romano. Those are the main ones. All right, ladies and gentlemen, until next time, take care. See ya.